Hey guys, in this video we will be talking about use effect in React. If you have started learning React, you might be hearing this term a lot, use effect. So we will discuss what exactly is use effect and how to use this effectively in our code. So here I've shown a very basic syntax of use effect, and this is the syntax, and this is how we use it in our code. So I'll just explain this syntax. So the term that we use is use effect. It's like a function which takes two parameters. So in between those two parameters, I'll place a comma. The first parameter is some kind of arrow function. So the first parameter of use effect is basically a arrow function which will contain maybe few lines of code. So I'm just putting 1, 2, 3. Let's say it has 3 lines of code in between this arrow function, which is a first parameter of use effect. And the second parameter is an array which can be empty, or it can have some variables in it. So it depends on the kind of problem we are dealing with in use effect. We will be looking at both the cases where we leave it empty and where we put some variables in that. So now the question comes, why do we need use effect? Why do we need all this complicated syntax in React? So what is the benefit of putting these 3 lines of code inside of this use effect? So the benefit of use effect is that when I put few lines of code inside of this use effect function, I can put a condition when I want to run these 3 lines. Let's say I don't want these 3 lines of code to run all the time. I want to put some condition that if this event happens, then only these 3 lines of code should be running. Otherwise, they should not run at all, and these 3 lines will be just sitting there doing nothing much. So how do we specify these conditions? Basically, we use this array to specify those conditions. So it will be hard to explain it without actually going into code. So let's jump directly to the code. So as of now, I've just created a simple React app using create React app, and it's running on my localhost 3000. And this app, as of now, this app has only one button, click me, which is not really doing anything. It's a simple HTML and CSS which I've added to this button. So as you can see in the app component, I'm just returning one button which is not doing anything for now. So we will be building over this code and try to understand what exactly is use effect and why do we need use effect in React. So to get started, first of all, we will import few things. We need to import React, and then we need to import use state, and then use effect from React. So if you don't know what is use state, I have a separate video on that, which I will put a link into the description of this video. You can check that out before going into this video, but in this video we will be mainly focusing on this thing, use effect. So these are the imports that we need to make. Now what I want to do is that as of now my button is not doing anything. So what I want to do is that I want to define an on click function here. What I'll say is, if I click on this button, it should do something. As of now, I will say that I'll put an alert if the button is clicked. I will say button is clicked. Okay, so this is a starting point. I have defined a simple on click function to the button, and let's go ahead and save this and check if this on click is working or not. So now if I click on this button, it says my button is clicked. So it's working fine. Whenever we click on this button, it gives an alert, button is clicked. Okay, so let's go further and understand how to use effect here. For this, I'll create a simple state variable which is count. Okay, I will say set count, and I will use a use state here, and I will assign a default value of 0 to count. Okay, so now that we have a count, now we will be using a use effect, and as we have seen, we'll be following that syntax here. The first parameter it takes is arrow function, and the second parameter after comma would be array, some kind of array. So we will be writing some code here in the inside of this arrow function, and here we will be putting a condition when we want to run this code. So what I'll do is I'll say that I'll put an alert here which will say use effect function has been called. It's a very simple alert that I have given here. So whenever this code will run, it will give us an alert that use effect function has been called. So as of now, I'll be leaving this array as an empty array, and let's just save our code and let's see. Okay, so what happens is when I refresh this, the use effect, it gives me alert use effect function has been called. Okay, so what this means is that whenever this array is empty, so whatever code we write inside of the use effect will run only when the page is refreshed. So if I place OK here, then that code will not run again unless I refresh the page again. Okay, so this is a default behavior of use effect when this array is empty, but it's not always the case that this array would be empty. We can mention some kind of conditions here in this array that we need to define a condition. If that condition holds true, then we need to run this code again, even if we don't refresh the page. Okay, so as of now, it's just running when the page is refreshed. So if I click on this now, it gives me another alert, which is button is clicked. Okay, so now what I will do is on this on click function, I will replace this alert with set count to count plus 1. Okay, so what I have done is I have a simple count variable, state variable, which is by default it is 0, and whenever I click on this button, it will change the count to count plus 1. Okay, so it's a very simple code. As of now, we have not gone to the use effect. Whenever I refresh, my use effect function get called, and if I click on this, my count is increasing when I click on this. And what we will do, just to confirm this, I will go to my code and I will console log count. Okay, so let me refresh it. Okay, so whenever the page refreshes, that part is called again. It says use effect has been called, and when I click on this, my count is going count plus 1. You can see here when I click on it, my count increases by 1. Now it's 4, 5, 6, 7. So my button is what my button is doing, my button is changing this variable count. Okay, so it is just increasing the count to count plus 1. Now what I want to do is I want to put a condition here in the use effect that whenever my count changes, I need this to run again. I need this line of code to run again whenever my count changes. Let's see what will happen when I put a count inside of this array. Let me save it. So whenever the page is refreshed, the use effect is called again. Okay, when I click on this button, the count is going up by 1 and the use effect is called again. If I click again, my count is going up and use effect is called again. So this time my use effect is being called whenever I click on this button. So whatever lines of code I'll write inside of this use effect is being called again whenever my count changes, because I have given a condition here as a condition here. Now I can put as many variables as I want here, but as of now I just have one variable here. So but there is a way to put multiple variables. Let's say I have another variable count 1, count 2. I can specify any number of conditions in this array, but to keep this video simple, we just have one variable and we'll go with that. Now what happens, let me just remove this count for now. Let me save it again. If I remove the count, the use effect is called when I refresh the page, but when I click on the button, the count is going up, but that part of the code is not being run again because I haven't put a condition of count here. And if I again put count here, save it again, now on the first refresh, the use effect is called. If I click on the button, it is called. So now you might be getting an intuition of why do we need use effect in our code in React. If I want some part of the code to run whenever the value of any variable changes in the code. In our case, that variable is count, and when I am clicking on the button, that value is changing, and if that value is changing, my use effect is being called again. So if I want to put such conditions in React, if I want that some chunk or few lines of the code should run based on the changes in some variable, then I will just enclose those lines of code within the use effect, and I'll define those conditions here. So let's do another example. What if I do like what if I create another variable which is count2, set count2 use state 0. So by default the count2 is again 0. Now what I'll do, I'll create one more button here. I'll just copy paste this button here, and this time I will say that on click of the second button, set count2 to count2 plus 1, and let me change the names of this. I'll say count2 and this is count1. So let me save this. Okay, so now I have two buttons here. We can worry about the CSS later, not now. Maybe I can reduce the margin top for now, and at least we can see the buttons on the screen. Okay, so now I have two buttons here, count1 and count2. So if I click on the count1, my count variable will increase by 1, and if I click on the another button which is count2, my count2 variable will go up by 1 because that's what I defined here in the onClick function. Okay, so now let's see what will happen. If I refresh this page, my use effect has been called. Okay, now if I click on count1, my use effect is being called because the count variable is changing and it's in the condition of the use effect. And now what if I click on count2? If I'm clicking on count2, the use effect is not being called. And let's say if I put another condition here, that even if the count2 changes, that use effect should be called again. And if I save it, okay, so now if I click on button 1, my use effect is being called. If I click on button 2, again it is being called because I have given both the conditions here. Now let's say I remove the condition of the count, and I just need to call this use effect only when the count2 changes. Now the count2 changes only when I click on the button 2, not on the button 1. So if I click on the button 1, nothing will happen. Use effect will not be called. If I click on the button 2, now this is getting called because button 2 is changing the count2 variable. So this is how it works. I can give a condition here, or I can even give a multiple conditions like that. So I hope you got the intuition of why do we need a use effect in React. Basically, use effect is used when we have few lines of code, chunks of code that we want to run only based on some conditions, and if those conditions are not happening, then that code would be just lying it here and doing nothing. So this is basically the importance of the use effect in React. So I just hope you found this video useful. If you want to see more videos like that which explains the basics of React in much more detailed explanations, then keep looking at this channel. I'll be posting more videos like that. Thank you. Bye bye.